Oh, I've started filming without realising. I'm really croaky. I think I've got a cold. But other than sounding funny, I'm absolutely fine. But hi. Although should you? Hey. Do you want to see my face? This is my face. This is how I look like when I wear an hoodie. It's great. I wonder why my earphones are broken. I just threw them at the sofa. You know. Hi. This feels weird because I'm like talking to you with it weird. Hang on 2 seconds. This is me. Let's sit me down, let's sit you down. Hi. It's been a minute or 5. Basically I've got very good at filming, maybe even going as far as editing, and then I just delete the whole thing because screw it. So hi. I had this genius idea of the fact that I have alternate Wednesdays off. So I figured, why not have Oddness Day? Like, we'll just have Oddknits Day. Oddness Day. Oddknits Day or Oddness Day. Because Oddness Day fits with the Wednesday theme, but Oddknits Day is more Oddknitsy. Because hi, my name is Oddknits. You can find me on the internet as Oddknits Adventure, basically. I'm Oddknits and I go on adventures through life. I have apple juice. I am golden. I sound so funny. I just want to talk because I sound funny and it makes me laugh. And yes, I will probably be screaming Hamilton Act 2 at my loud voice later today because I did Act 1 yesterday and I sounded fine yesterday. So I performed Hamilton Act 1 whilst I cleaned the bathroom, mopped all the floors in the house. Actually, I did the whole of upstairs. So downstairs needs doing now. So yeah, tea is off limits because when I'm ill, just the idea of tea is making me go, Coffee I'm okay with, weirdly, but it's the moment that I go to coffee, to the idea of coffee, it means that we're in serious duty, and that means that I am proper ill. They are the levels of my illness. Ta-da! So it's been a while since we last spoke. I have knit quite a bit since we last spoke, guys. I don't know if you've seen my finished penguino. Have you? Should I just show it anyway? F it. Have you seen the finished masterpiece that is the penguino? Look how beautiful this is. And you know what? Everyone comments on the welts. Like all the non-knitters, they love this bit. I've got my eyes set on the second one. Here's the 2 sleeves. So I did the collar in some Surrey alpaca from Ting Fibre. Oh my days, this is so warm. I quite often use this as a blanket over my legs in the evenings. Because, I mean, this is over the top of an hoodie. This is like how amazing, like it just fits. And yeah, I do have an idea for a second one because this is all blues and greens, as you can see. But I have an idea. It's all basketed up. And it's going to be yellows, oranges, maybe some red. And I'm going to try and do a hood. I think if I carry on, I've got a feeling that if you kind of carry on with this, because I think this is, if you just carry on with this section, keep knitting, I should be able to get a hood out of it. Because I've got an amazing pom-pom from Unravel that would just finish the whole thing. So that's penguino. See, I finished that. I'll show you other things as well. Like I've probably cast and finished this on. Actually, I haven't finished it. I've still got to sort out the underarms. There's still holes there. So I just need to. I think I'm gonna 3 needle bind it off because I'm not a fan of Kitchener stitch. Me Kitchener stitch, no matter what, I always get it wrong. But I love this. This is called the Hudalenul. That one. Called that one. I'm sorry. By designer Healy Nicola at Villa Hulu. Hopefully you can get the deets there. This is actually designed for the Alafos Lopi, which is a bulky weight Lopi yarn, but I had this in my stash. Let Lopi, which is the Aran weight, and this has been in my stash for a few years, and I just made it work. So it's a denser gauge because no, it's a looser gauge because the pattern is designed to be quite densely knit, chunky. I think it's meant to be quite tight. It kind of looks felted in the pictures, but mine's quite loose. So this was knit on 6mm needles, so it is quite loose, which is ideal really for our kind of weather because I don't need it to be so dense. But I am in love with this. I love my colour choices. The cream of the last minute edition that I ordered to go with it, and I'm so happy I did. Although if I wanted to save the money, I probably could have very happily have put the dark purple there. But I love this so much, and I love the nice cozy neck. This is going to be ideal for cold wintry walks and my freezing cold house. If you're new here, my house is cold. Well, it's currently 16.5, but that's because the morning heating has just ended and it was set to 17. So it got to 17 and now it's slowly going back down. But I've not got mega amounts left of the yarn, which I am very happy about. Oh, I don't know, what have I got in here? Oh, I've got loads. So I've got a whole ball and a bit of purple. I've got a whole ball and a decent bit of the blue. And I've got pretty much a whole ball of cream and a little bit of purple of the lilac. So there's potential there. Something could, matching hat maybe, or something. I don't know. Gloves. The world's my oyster. Or I could just buy some more Let Lopi and make another jumper because I love it. I love working with it. It's so nice. Got loads of things. Button bands. They're not button bands. Button bands. Yarn bands. So I can get rid of them now. So that's that. I don't really want to delve too much into this part because we're gonna sort this out. This is the plan for today. I have also knit a baby jumper, a baby cardigan and a baby blanket for an old colleague of mine, and I gave them, I gave it to them last Sunday. So that's out of my life. Crochet blanket, like, this is how big that ball is. If I can't remember the last time, but like it started life off as big as my head. It started life off bigger than this one here, which is my new Magic Knot ball, and now it's this big. So this has seen some serious work, although you wouldn't really know it, would you? Because I think I'm just shy of halfway. So we're going to keep going. Part of me wants it as a shawl, because I think that would be rather fab. But then part of me wants it as a blanket because this bad boy is so much warmer than my Cozy Memories. My Cozy Memories is not that warm. I tend to have that wrapped over me, folded up with other stuff, like on top as well. That's my crochet blanket. I think I've finished a couple of pairs of socks. I thought one was nearby, but it's not. But I've started a sock head hat, using Green Lampkin's Fairy Tale Sock Yarn Club from a couple of years ago, and this one is Little Ida's Flowers. And there's the matching Progress Keeper that is some cute flowers that match the yarn perfectly. It really does. So I used the contrast. I used all of the contrast because that's how much I had left for the brim. And it's just a simple sock head hat. And this was knit yesterday, this brim and this much of the hat, whilst watching like 3 or 4 episodes of Once Upon a Time. And then this much was knit this morning whilst listening to the Hans Christian Andersen story Little Ida's Flowers on Audible, as well as a couple of chapters of Ben Aaronovich, Broken Homes. For the Rivers of London's book series, I'm listening to one of those, Broken Homes. I think it's like book 4. It's a really good series. I don't know why I'm waving this around. Actually, there's wizards in it. It's like Buffy and police, like Scooby. It's that Scooby Gang feeling. There is a dog called Toby. Scooby Toby. There's a Velma sort of character, if you like. We could call her actually no, I would say Abigail's Daphne when the whole crew's together. Peter, I would say, was Fred. Oh no, not him and Abigail. No, they're not a couple. That's something that should never be. Maybe actually Peter's more of a Velma and Leslie's more of a Fred. Nightingale is not Shaggy. Nightingale is Splinter from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I stand by that. I will die on that hill. I just get Splinter vibes. In fact, sometimes I call him that in my head. So, I just sort out this mess. Look at this mess. We've lived here a year. So you would hope that I would have used some of my craft supplies in that year, and now maybe it'll fit in there, but we'll just ignore the fact that I've ordered stuff in the meantime. We'll ignore that. But I find this super overwhelming. And when I sort this out, and when we have saved up some more money, because there's a few expensive things happening in this house. I say few, there's 2, and it's both happening to the same area, the chimney. But once that's sorted, and although we're going into summer, but come winter, I'll be able to warm myself up by the fire rather than sitting in the freezing cold, refusing to put the heating on because it's so expensive. But having a wood burner will mean we'll burn an awful lot less wood, and it is in fact cheaper than putting the heating on every day. That's the sad thing. So, hey. Right, that's 20 minutes of waffling. Let's sort this out. I mean, I know what's going to happen. I'm going to give up halfway when I realise that I have more stuff than I have space, and that's why it doesn't fit. But hey ho, let's go. I'm currently catching up with Grocery Girls. Stash isn't looking too bad if we ignore 2 other baskets. Why did I put them all over there? I had my reasons. They're in the wrong basket. I need to wind this. Preferably today. There we go. Sort of vague. So this basket represents yarn that I want to use up this year. So I've picked out, this will be April's sweater. I'm going to try and do a sweater and a smaller project a month. This is April's. Hopefully I can do that. This will be a cannoli. This is with old school chromatic yarns. I think I ordered this whilst Hannah was still in Germany. It's that old. This was a Christmas present from the wonderful Tess. It's one of my amazing internet friends. I love you so much, Tess, and you know it. I'm gonna learn Tunisian crochet, and I'm gonna do a it's called the Cobbled Street cowl with, this is so cool. I think it's called like printer ink shades, but I like to think of it as murky rainbow. That kind of looks a bit octopusy, which I love. This person, I'm pretty sure they just call themselves the Hand Dyed Yarn Company, but this is the colourway A Bonfire. It is gorgeous, and it's probably going to be a Myra jumper. This, I think I might have to order a second skein, probably of this colour. I haven't seen that one around. I think I will give in, and then I might be able to get a decent, because I'm thinking like jumper and sleeve. It might be quite fun. Or maybe this is the like up to sleeve, and then that like yoke down this sleeve. We'll see. And then we've got the rest of the fairy tale yarn. Put these back into here. So as you can see, there's still plenty more yarn. Like that's not the extent of the stash. And unfortunately, I wish it was. And then this is the penguono that I've got lined up. I'm going for slightly bigger needles this time. Last time I used 6mm. I'm going for 7mm this time. I feel like I knit quite a tight gauge on that. So I'm going to try it with 7mm. And I've got this. This is what has inspired the hood. I knew for a long time I wanted to do a autumn coloured penguono, because I flip between, you know, cool tones and warm tones. I'm a bit weird. Some people have a colour house or colour wheelhouse. I don't. I just have everything. So I always knew that I was going to do some kind of cardigan or jacket that was warm toned, and that's what's in here in my sheave basket that I got from HomeSense, and I love it. Eventually my scraps will make it in there, but I tried putting my scraps in it when I bought it, and it turned out I have more scraps than what I have space. So we picked out the autumn tone scraps and we put them in that basket. And then yeah, I've got and then I sat and wound up another knot ball for my crochet blanket in the hope that it will help get rid of some of the scraps, maybe. Girl can dream. Oh. Not really sure what to do now. I want to get some of this nonsense up here down. So I'm probably actually going to get like my Swift and yarn winder in here, hopefully. Probably. Oh, this person. Check out this person, because I got this from Unravel. Isn't it gorgeous? So check them out. They are an interesting person. And it was their first ever yarn show, Unravel, this year, and like it was awesome. I loved Unravel. I got some other beauties. Where's other? Got this. Isn't it? Oh, this is that is old school me. That's me from a few years ago. That is. Apparently, I went for a vibe. You might recognise these. I don't know what to do with them. But yeah, things like this is my bag of project bags. This is a project bag with and some other project bags in that should really be in that one. Now what's that? Oh, that's notions, and that's needle cozies. And I think I've got stitch holders and DPNs floating around because they fall out of my needle wrap. But yeah, I've got needle cozies made home. Here is a birthday present. Isn't it beautiful? There we go. That's that sorted. Nice. Right, let's put Grocery Girls back on. Listen to them waffling on in the corner. My hair's changed, not necessarily for the better. Ta-da! We have a much tidier shelf now, and I've even managed to squeeze in a box of nuts and fruit to free up some space in the kitchen in tiny house, because in tiny house it's tiny rules. So I've managed to free up some space on a shelf for that, which is really cool. So I've realised that one of my drawers, I think, might be buckling underneath the pressure of the flour and the sugar, because both of those ingredients are quite heavy, so I might long term look at swapping those around. I can now shut my cupboard because I couldn't shut one side properly because there was a basket sticking out. But voila, we've got stash at the back, buried deep. We've got notions and stuff at the front. We've got project bags over here. I need to get my winder and stuff out because I want to wind a couple of skeins of yarn later. Needles are up here. This, I really just know where to put this as a garland for autumn. And then I've got some yarn in that bag there, which will probably be my next crochet project after I finish my current one. But this is cool, this is monumental. So that shuts now. And then in front, I suppose you want to watch me fill her back up. But there's no room. There's no room to do such a crazy, crazy thing. This looking tidy will probably last a grand total of about 2.5 days. But for now, it looks like I'm making an effort. And that's what matters. Isn't this gorgeous? It's so lovely. Oh, these are going to be some very special socks. Quick. Right. I know, right? I'm just so goddamn sexy. I was such a cool kid, by the way. Love me a fairy tale to this day. Look at my face.